We begin with a shooting in the bridle path that sent one person to hospital with serious injuries. The violence happening outside of the home owned by rapper Drake. And that's where we find our Karen Seolin on Park Lane Circle. Karen, what is the latest here?
Yeah, FISA police confirmed that they are investigating a shooting that happened just outside Drake's mansion in Toronto's Bridle Path neighborhood. What we know so far is that shots rang out around 2 o'clock this morning and that a man police have said was not Drake was struck. He was seriously injured and taken to hospital, but fortunately he is expected to survive. Now, details are very limited at this point. This is about as close as we can get to the scene. As you can see, police have taped off the entire property as well as some properties neighboring Drake's mansion. There are several orange evidence markers on the ground outside the main entrance gate where it actually appears this shooting might have taken place. Now, I did speak with a woman who lives next door and she didn't want to appear on camera. However, she told me that she didn't hear anything unusual happening last night. She says this is actually a relatively quiet street, even given her neighbor, and she was quite surprised, FISA, to be waking up to such a heavy police presence.
Karen, I know that we are expecting an update from investigators at some point today, and we'll bring you that right here on City News 24/7. I'm wondering if you're hearing about any details regarding suspects at this point.
Yeah, so right now, police will only say that the suspects fled in a vehicle. As you mentioned, we are expecting an update from investigators really at any time here at the scene, and we will bring that to you live. The timing is suspicious to some. Some are speculating that this might be connected to Drake's ongoing feud right now with Kendrick Lamar. However, FISA, I do want to stress that there is no way of knowing at this point if that is connected. Again, police will only say that the suspect or suspects fled in a vehicle. Again, neighbors tell me who didn't want to appear on camera. They didn't hear anything unusual. They didn't see anything unusual. And again, they were quite surprised to be waking up to the scene. So what we know so far is that a man who was not Drake was struck. He was seriously injured. Fortunately, he is expected to survive, and we are expecting that update from police momentarily.
Okay, limited details for now, but we are expecting to learn more, as Karen has told us. Karen, thank you so much for this. We continue to follow this developing story right here on City News 24/7. Thanks again, Karen.
Thank you.
So now we're hearing that it was Drake's security guard that was shot and left unconscious down there in the driveway. We're hearing that it was a drive-by and he was shot multiple times. It says at the time of the initial reports, it was made clear that Drake was not injured in all of this. However, the details surrounding where in Bridle Path this happened remain murky. According to DJ Academics, police were blocking off the streets around Drake's home. Furthermore, a new image posted by Academics has led to some speculation as to what may have gone down. There is a caption tape outside of the front. There's a caution tape outside of the front door. Moreover, a new report from the Toronto Sun claims that the artist's security guard was shot multiple times. He was taken to the hospital, although the wounds were not life-threatening. This thing is getting crazy and crazier. So they got caution tape around like the front door. Police caution tape spotted in front of Drake's front door. In Toronto Sun report, it was alleged that witnesses are calling it a drive-by shooting. For now, however, the police are still currently in the midst of an investigation. There are still numerous details to follow, and it seems like the exact specifics of what went down are murky. At the time of writing this, it is unclear as to whether or not Drake was home. That said, police do plan on interviewing those who were inside the home at the time of the shooting. Let us know what you think of this situation in the yeah, it's getting real crazy. Then you have you have TMZ. You know, TMZ is just talking about this, right? And it says Drake shooting at Toronto home, security guards injured. At 8:42 p.m., cops just did a press conference addressing the shootings at Drake's house, and they didn't have too much to say than what was already revealed. They confirmed it was the security guard who got hit standing at the front gate. And man, so somebody did a drive-by. They were so accurate that they was able to hit the security guard at the front gate. That wasn't no just no regular street dudes, man. That wasn't no street dudes, man. Man, there's no description of the suspects or the vehicle just yet, and there's no known motive either. Unclear if Drake was home, but they say he's cooperating. The cops were asked about the Kendrick beef, but they wouldn't speak on it either way. The police say their incident was caught on video, and they're canvassing for more now. At 7:25 a.m., our sources now confirm the injured person is a member of Drake's security team. Police have yet to say if they believe the shooting is related to Kendrick Lamar's feud, related to the Kendrick Lamar feud. But they revealed the victim suffered a gunshot wound to the upper chest and appears to have been by a drive-by. It is clear the rap beef is having an impact elsewhere in London. Someone reportedly vandalized the OVO store, spray painting "They Not Like Us" on the store's front window. Oh, man. The graffiti was clearly inspired by Kendrick's last diss track, "They Not Like Us." At 6:45 a.m., sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Drake was not injured in the shooting. Unclear if he was home. So this is just... It's just getting crazy. So far, there's only word of one person who has been transported to the hospital, and they say his injuries are serious. Unclear who exactly it may have been. So we know that this is the security guard now. Cops say the suspect in question fled in the vehicle, although there's no official description available at this point. Police have taped off the area. This is all situations from TMZ. The shooting appears to be tied to Drake explicitly, as there's a video of officers on his actual property that are starting to float around via local media outlets. So this thing is getting out of hand. It's crazy. Like, I'm glad that J. Cole stepped out. And I'm gonna tell you young people something, man. They looking to destroy hip hop. They want to take hip hop out. All this other music from Africa and all these other places that's coming out. They saying that hip hop is not selling right now. So now you get a beef. All of a sudden you got people vandalizing stuff over in London. You got a shooting now at Drake's house, and they want to attribute all of this over to hip hop. You got all the stuff that's going on in hip hop, man. Y'all better pay attention, man. So a lot of y'all was disrespecting J. Cole for bowing out, but maybe J. Cole had foresight to see certain things that a lot of you numbskulls can't see. And man, listen, man, don't say I ain't warned y'all. But you see, like, they locking up all these rappers. There's just so much stuff going on. It says Drake hasn't addressed the shooting just yet, and neither has Kendrick. We've reached out to the to cops for more info, but haven't heard back. So all of a sudden, and I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this, right? They say that he was standing in front. He was standing in the door, and he was shot multiple times in the chest in a drive-by. So you mean to tell me these Negroes' aim is that good now? Man, there's a lot of foul play. There's a lot of things that I don't understand. There's a lot of things that seem crazy, right? But we know that there's a security guard shot and taken to the hospital. We know that Drake's home was taped off. As more of this come out, I'll report more of this. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.